رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي. Okay, in this linguistic miracle, this is a very short one, but it shows you the depth, and I'm going to show you again the word choice and the word order of the Quran matters a lot. It's just like a jigsaw puzzle. If you don't put the right thing in the right place, the picture won't come out correctly. This is the perfection, and this is what shows the Quran to be the word of God. Simply comparing two verses and two different words and their word orders. In this verse, chapter number 5, Surah Ma'idah, verse 38, it says, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, was-sariqu was-sariqatu faqta'u aydiyahuma. As for the male thief and the female thief, cut off their hands. Now notice, the thing to notice is the order of the male and the female thief. First, the Quran mentions the male thief, then it mentions the female thief. Male thief is mentioned before the female thief. This is one verse in one chapter, chapter number 5. Then you go to another chapter, just somewhere else in the Quran, which is chapter number 24. That was chapter number 5. This is chapter number 24. This is verse number 2. Surah An-Nur, chapter 24, verse number 2. It says, الزانية والزاني فاجلدوا كل واحد منهما مئة جلدة. As for the female fornicator and the male fornicator, give each of them 100 lashes. Now notice, this is very, very, it should have become very apparent to you by now, that when it comes to punishing the fornicators, it says female first and then the male. As far as the theft is concerned, it's first mentioned the male thief, then the female thief, punishing the male thief and then the female thief. But of course, both of them in any circumstances are mentioned to are supposed to be punished. Of course, here just notice I'm mentioning all these from linguistic point of view. I'm not considering what the verses mean, what their practical implications are, or what it means in our Islamic rulings. Nothing. This is only linguistic point of view, so don't take any ruling from this, right? So now we have to see the linguistic beauty of why Allah mentioned the male first when it came to punishing the thieves, and why Allah mentioned the female first when it came to punishing the fornicator. Now notice, you have to notice this, very, very important. When it comes to theft, it is the male from two angles. If you see from one angle, it is the male that has more physical strength, more intellectual strength, more suitable to go around the society and make money by hard work. Men are more capable of that, right? Even physically, if you see that, men are more capable of working different types of jobs, right? So they already have the capability to make money in a legitimate way instead of stealing, right? And secondly, man also has this internal feeling that I must support the family, I must take care of the family, I'm the breadwinner, I have and this feeling inside, the feeling of not wanting to ask is more ingrained in a man than a woman, right? The man is the one who takes care and the female is the one who's taken care of, right? In general, this is why you mentioned the male first here, because a male should try to strive and work hard to make his money. And secondly, also the consequences. If males start the stealing, it'll become a business, and that'll just destroy the society, because males have more aggression, they have more capability to be destructive, to when they go out they can cause greater destruction while committing theft than females. So males being mentioned first, but both are required to be punished, right? However, when it comes to fornication, the illegitimate relationship between a man and a woman, here it's by the way, there is it's also noticeable that here the male can make money out of this, right? By theft, you making money. Now, as we move on to fornication, notice that in fornication, it is the women who primarily make the money, right? It's the female fornicators who make money through fornication, right? They're the ones who offer their bodies for the men to please themselves. They are the ones who can destroy the society by turning it into a huge business. If they are the ones who offer themselves in the society, it becomes a dirty business that if they don't offer themselves, it won't be easy in society to perform fornication. And think about this. Females are naturally much more passive than the male when it comes to illegitimate relationships. Men are more aggressive in this, right? So female themselves have less inclination towards this, and Allah has naturally created females to be shy, and it's part of their natural inclination not to go towards these things. Now here Allah, and plus it has ever more long-lasting and severe consequences. A female can conceive, she can become pregnant through this, and that can have very grave consequences in society, right? That becomes apparent. A child comes through her. So here Allah mentioned the female first, although both have to be punished, but female is mentioned first because she's the one whom Allah gave naturally a sense of haya, a natural sense of shame. She breaks out of that. She's the one who can turn it into a business. If she stops herself, it cannot become a business in society. And then she's the one whom Allah through which you can have dangerous consequences of pregnancy, etc., right? As far as theft is concerned, like I showed you, it's the man. He's the one, he's the breadwinner. He has the power to earn money through different sources, and yet he goes to stealing. That's a grave consequence. Again, I'm talking all of this from the point of view of linguistics, not rulings in Islam, right? Linguistically, male mentioned first. Subhanallah, makes so much sense, right? To mention the male linguistically before the female, although both have to be punished, and they're mentioning the female before the male, because here the females are the ones who primarily turn it into a business. Here the men are the one who can turn theft into a business, or you can say a way of making money, right? So subhanallah, you see how the Quran fits each and every word. Linguistically, I'm talking here, linguistically, if we switched them, this linguistic beauty would have been missing from the Quran. This is what makes the Quran linguistically so perfect. So subhanallah, this was a beautiful, and likewise, it's like I said in the beginning, it's like a jigsaw puzzle. Every word fits perfectly. You cannot switch them. Switching them removes that, takes away that beauty. So may Allah give us complete conviction in the Quran as the word of God. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik.